Support Wrestle Talk!
Enable notifications. Is The Miz WWE's most improved wrestler this year? AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura's Money in the Bank stipulation revealed, and Lana is the best. Lana is number one. I'm Ollie Davis, filling in for Luke Owen on this week's SmackDown review, because he said he needed to check on someone, and then he walked off maniacally laughing. He's a bit different recently. Click the eye above my head to vote for what you thought of the show, where you can choose from SmackDamn, Smacktastic, Smackbang in the middle, Ellsworthy, and that Bobby Lashley segment, as I review the 22nd of May 2018 edition of SmackDown Live in about 4 minutes. Heel Miz opened the show by getting Miz TV and Mr. and Mrs. Chance going to promote his new reality TV show, premiering on Tuesday 24th of July only on the USA Network. After his guests, The New Day, said they probably wouldn't watch it, Miz tried to create dissension within their ranks, asking which member they'll choose to take a spot at Money in the Bank. But his Jedi mind tricks don't work on Xavier Woods, because the New Day are all about each other, the team, while Miz is only out for himself. So rather than reveal which member they're picking, we got Miz versus Big E instead. Which brings us onto the Miz effect, the theory that whichever brand Miz is drafted to immediately becomes the superior show. SmackDown in 2016, Raw in 2017, and now back to SmackDown here again. Coincidence or not, I'd still argue Miz is the most improved WWE in-ring wrestler of the year so far. He doesn't just rely on his promo ability anymore. Ever since his program with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor earlier this year, his match construction and ring psychology has become significantly more engaging. There's only so many great TV matches Miz can be carried to before you start giving credit to the A-lister himself. Once upon a time, I was only excited about seeing The Miz and Daniel Bryan's battles on the mic. Now I can genuinely say I'm very much looking forward to the match itself. Miz beating Big E thanks to a distraction from the bar was just the latest installment in the A-listers' string of fun and heated matches, which included Kofi Kingston awesomely leaping off Cesaro's shoulder to attack Sheamus. There's also a kayfabe argument that Aiden English is the best hype man in WWE, not only leading Rusev Day to success, but now the Bulgarian Brute's wife Lana too. English did a great job in getting the crowd invested in the match, and his Lana Day sign and chant actually helped her beat Billie Kay and advance to Money in the Bank. Zelina Vega was so disappointed with the local talent competition she was given for Andrade Cien Almas' debut that she went straight to management and got another one for this week. Props to the jobber here though, he made Almas look fantastic in their squash match. Renee Young got no such chance in the following segment, where she started to conduct an in-ring interview with Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles before being told to go away mid-sentence. I stand with Renee. That and the whole Nakamura forgetting English gag being dropped aside though, the rest of the segment worked very well, with Shinsuke first revealing their Money in the Bank stipulation as a pillow fight, before beating up AJ, leaving him down for a 10 count, to then neatly announce it'll be a last man standing match. So much for that testicles on a pole stipulation. Call off the search, guys. Stop it. I've found the SmackDown tag division. Turns out Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and the Usos are fighting to become its #1 contenders. After a decent promo, Galanderson beat the Usos in a fun match that was mostly commercial break, setting up them versus the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank. SmackDown's women's division was equally fleshed out, with Charlotte and Becky Lynch watching Naomi roll up Sonya Deville to qualify for the ladder match. With Big Cass injured from all the backstage heat on his knee, SmackDown's main event was a qualifying qualifier match, in that the winner here would go on to face Samoa Joe, where that winner would go on to Money in the Bank. Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy was rightfully built up throughout the night as a big deal, with this being their first ever encounter. The match itself was decent, with both men really throwing themselves into their moves, which Bryan won by tapping Jeff out in what seems to be his new finisher, the heel hook. Meaning we're getting Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe next week. SmackDown is now Ring of Honor from a decade ago. While there were no standout moments from this episode, all the matches had stakes and all the segments advanced storylines, which is exactly what a wrestling show should do. This week's SmackDown is a very respectable smack bang in the middle. Have WWE ruined Bobby Lashley with arguably their worst segment of the year so far? Click the video on screen now to find out, and give us a subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest backstage wrestling news. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.